Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. How are you today? Well, today we are going to talk about breaking through with organic marketing. Breaking through with organic marketing. I guarantee you are doing a lot of these things now, but you are underestimating what needs to actually be done. So today we're going to talk about some of those things. However, before I go on, in the event that you don't know me, I just want to introduce myself for a moment. I'm Lisa Balthaser. I am a business coach and consultant and also a marketing automation expert. I work with female coaches, course creators, and online service providers who have plateaued and want to scale their business with recurring revenue into six figures and beyond in 6 to 12 months. So today we're going to talk about some of the strategies that I help people with. And one of them is organic marketing. As a matter of fact, organic marketing is probably, sorry about that. Organic marketing is probably one of the most sought after things that people ask me about. And here's the thing with that. You guys are already doing organic marketing. You're already doing it. You're already probably doing most of it, but there's a reason why it's not working. Okay. And we're going to talk about that today. So I'm going to go over 5 areas of organic marketing that are working right now in 2023 that if you're not doing them, you maybe want to jump on the bandwagon because this is what is working right now in 2023. So the first thing that I want to talk about is exactly what we're doing right now is video marketing. Guys, if you have not embraced video, it is time to do that. Okay. Video is not going away. It is the number one way that people are connecting online these days, whether it is short video, such as like TikTok, Instagram Reels. You can also do Reels on YouTube right now, or you can do longer educational pieces like I do. I do Reels and I do the longer ones. So you can do longer pieces such as educational content, webinars, and courses, live streaming like I'm doing right now. All of it is working. Okay. All of those things are working. Okay. The key to connecting with your audience is number one, having the right topics to choose from. Okay. So you really need to understand your audience inside out, back and forth, upside down. You need to understand exactly what it is that they're looking for and exactly how you, as the person doing the marketing, is going to be serving them. Okay, so you need to understand their problem. You need to understand how you're serving them. You also need to understand where they are in their business or where they are in the process. So maybe if you're a health and wellness coach, maybe you're helping them with weight loss. Okay, so you need to know where they are. So what have they tried? What is frustrating them? You need to know all those things so you know exactly how to approach them, exactly how to talk to them. Sometimes some of those pieces are missing. Another piece that is missing quite a lot is consistency. Okay. Consistency. Consistency is probably one of the most important things that you can do in any marketing piece in your business. No matter what kind of marketing it is, consistency is key. Okay. Because when you are consistent, people will see you as reliable. They know when to expect something from you. They know that if you do it at a certain time, you always show up. Okay. If you're not consistent, they are not sure what to expect. They may not trust you. Okay. And the whole thing with marketing is building that know, like, and trust. So you want to be doing those things consistently Okay. So that you can build that know, like, and trust so that they know they can depend on you. And you want to make sure that whatever you're putting out to the world in your videos is high value. It's something they can use, it's something they can get something out of. Okay. Because it's not about how you help them as much as what's in it for them. Okay. Because they are your audience. Okay. So today's topic was not actually a topic I was going to do today, but I was thinking about my audience, and I poll people when they come into my Facebook group. And one of the top things that people want to know, actually, the top thing that people want to know about is organic marketing and how to make it work. We're all doing it, so why is it not working? Okay. And one of those things is you're probably not doing all the pieces of it, and you're probably not as consistent or as frequent as you need to be. Now, let me talk about that frequency, okay? Because as an entrepreneur, as a business owner, you may be thinking, oh my gosh, I don't want to bombard my audience. They're going to get tired of me. I don't want to look spammy. You may be thinking all of those things, and that's okay, because I thought all those things too. Here's the reality though. When you are out there and you are doing a video, trust me when I tell you only about this much of your audience is going to see it. Okay. So if you decide to do video 5 days a week, guess what? Only this much of your audience is going to see it 5 days a week. Okay. And it may not even be the same people. So that is why video may not be working for you. You're not as frequent as you need to be. You're not as consistent as you need to be. And you're not creating the engaging titles, the subject matter that they really want to hear from you, because it's all about them. Okay. So you really need to understand how it is that you are helping them. And then you need to create the content based on that so that they can get some kind of takeaway. Okay. So that's why I decided to do today's content on organic marketing, because it is the number one thing that people ask me about, the number one thing. And it's because organic marketing is free. It's not paid. Okay. But and everybody's doing it, but it's not working for everyone. So why is that? So these are some of the reasons why your video is not working. Okay. Now, the other piece of the video that I want to address real quick is the format. So sometimes it is the format that's not working. So if you are doing a longer educational video like I'm doing today, okay, this is conducive to maybe LinkedIn, Facebook, YouTube, but it's probably not going to fly on Instagram, for instance, because everybody wants quicker on Instagram, although there used to be IGTV, but they took that away. There was a reason they took it away, okay? So you really need to think about where you're doing the video and what people want out of it. So on TikTok, for instance, I'm going to be first to admit that I don't do TikTok videos to what the TikTok audience would expect. And there's a reason I don't, because number one, I do them, okay, because I am there testing things, looking at things for my audience, because I teach social media. Okay. So if your audience is not on TikTok, please don't go on TikTok. Okay. It's a waste of your time. But I only post there via Instagram. Okay. Because I do my reels on Instagram, because I do use Instagram. Okay. But I post them on TikTok, and I'm kind of just dabbling over there because my clients are there and I need to know how to help my clients with TikTok. But I don't do my videos on TikTok with the edutainment piece. I do education, and I do basically blurbs, broadcasts, letting them know about things that I'm doing. Okay. I don't do the edutainment. Okay. I'm not edutaining. And by that I mean, entertaining as well as educating. And I'm more of an educator. I'm not an entertainer. So I don't have time to put into that. I'm not putting time into that. It's just not my place. Okay. So you have to focus on the things that are working for you and concentrate on them. Okay. If you want to be other places, you can do it like, you know, so half like I am, but I would recommend just not doing it at all, honestly. If you are, I mean, the only reason I'm doing it is because I teach marketing. That's it. But so TikTok is not my place, but Instagram is. So I do a lot of reels. I make sure I post consistently there. I try to post at least once per day. There are some parties out there that say you have to post more than that. I will say that reach is way down on Instagram. The stories and the reels are getting the reach. Okay, mostly the reels. Okay, so if you're not doing reels on Instagram, you might be missing the whole point of being on Instagram. So you have to really think about the platform and what's working there at that moment. As far as YouTube is concerned, shorts are actually doing well on YouTube. It's not necessarily what YouTube is known for, though. They're known for their longer, educational, entertaining. It's where people go to learn something. So I focus on that on YouTube. I mean, every once in a while I do a short on YouTube, but it's not what I focus on there. Okay. So you have to really understand the platform. That's the other thing. Okay. So you got to figure out where your place is, focus on that, focus on growing that platform before you move on to anything else, because you can't do all of them unless you want to drive yourself crazy. Okay. So video marketing is the number one thing. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I only got through one already. Number two, content marketing. Okay. Now, I do consider myself a content marketer. I have taught content marketing for the better part of 10 years now. And content marketing is really, it's any content that you put out there, including video. So content marketing, most people think of content as blog posts, ebooks, white papers, podcasts, is infographics, and things like that. I have done all of those things. I've worked with clients on all of those things. And here is how content marketing works. Content marketing has a place, and the place for content marketing is not selling. Okay. The place for content marketing is to nurture your audience, to grow your audience. Okay. Because you want to provide high value. Okay. So when you're creating that blog post, make sure it's high value when you put it out to the world and people are coming to you, and maybe they'll want to follow you if you put out high value blog posts. If you have a high value podcast, people are going to want to listen to it. Okay. And if you have great infographics, definitely be posting them on Pinterest. Okay. Pinterest is the place for infographics. They do quite well on Pinterest, and you can create them quite easily using Canva. Okay. So even if you have, like, say, a great blog post and you have points that you're making in that blog post, turn it into an infographic and then post it on Pinterest. A lot of business folks and marketers, and they don't go to Pinterest the way they should. Here's the thing, guys, about Pinterest and content. Pinterest is a search engine. Okay. So when you create content specifically for Pinterest, such as an infographic, it will do well. But you do need to, if you're using Pinterest in your marketing strategy, and I'm not saying to do it or not do it. If you love it, do it. If you don't, just use the blog post as your other socials. Okay. But if you're doing a blog post and you want to embrace the power of Pinterest, because Pinterest is powerful. Okay. Create a pin for the blog post and pin it to Pinterest. It will definitely help. if you do that. But if you don't like Pinterest or don't want the extra work, don't do that. Just post it to the other places and really focus on reaching a good audience in those places. Okay, so content marketing works. It absolutely works, but it's not designed to get a sale, which is where most people fall short. Many people just try to sell. And while there is a place for selling, unless you have taken the time to provide high value content and specific wins for your specific audience, you probably won't be able to sell with content marketing. Okay, because it's important to nurture that audience. That's what content marketing does, that's its function. Okay. And the function in the content marketing should always be to drive traffic to your website. So when you're creating that great blog post, okay, you're pushing people back to your website. When you create an infographic for Pinterest and you post it to Pinterest, you can link it to that blog post. Okay. You don't have to, I would actually link it to the blog post that it goes with instead of linking it to the main website, because they're going to, that's what they were interested in. They'll click around your website when they get there if they're interested in more. But I would definitely push them to the deeper blog post, because that's going to provide that value that they were initially interested in. Okay. So it's the way you're using the content marketing. Now, for white papers, ebooks, things like that, those are downloads and those are driving traffic. They should be driving traffic to your website and to build your email list. Okay. And when you're publishing those things, you should always have references to your website on them. Okay. If you don't, you're missing a potential customer that will click through. Okay. So that's content marketing. Okay. And again, I'm going to stress this over and over and over again on this video. You must be consistent. Okay. So if you are creating a blog post, for instance, and you have one here, and then you have one in 3 weeks, then you have one next week, and then you have one, oh gosh, you didn't have time for 2 months. It's inconsistent. So it's not going to do what it's meant to do. And we're going to talk about that a little bit further down. Okay. In number 5. But number 1 was video marketing. Number 2 is content marketing. All of these things, you must be consistent and you must be frequent. Okay. Number 3 is very underutilized. Okay. And I totally get why. And I'm not saying that you must use this strategy, but it is a strategy that is working right now in 2023. And that is influencer marketing. You may say, okay, so how does that work? What does that mean? Okay. So influencer marketing is really collaborating with influencers or people who have a significant following, where they are actually promoting your brand or products. Okay. So you're working with them. Usually there's some kind of a kickback that they get. There's some kind of an agreement that's drawn up. Okay. But it can significantly increase your audience. Okay. What it will also do is help you to leverage your credibility. Okay. So if you are an unknown, you may not be getting the, people buy from you like you think they should, because they don't know who you are. I had this conversation with someone in my inbox the other day. She was a complete stranger. She was in my inbox trying to get me to do something. And I said, look, I don't know you. Okay. And she, her point was, well, I've done things with people I don't know. Yes, so have I. But here's the thing. If you expect people to work with you before they know you, you're expecting a lot. Okay. It's like walking up to a complete stranger at a party and saying, hey, will you buy my thing? And you just wouldn't do that. So why are people doing it in the inbox? Okay. Drives me bananas, actually, because for every person that's in my inbox trying to sell me something, I know 5, 10, 20 people that do the same thing, and I already know them. They've taken the time to get to know me. So that's one thing with influencer marketing. If you have an influencer helping to promote your product or service, you have their clout, okay? But you have to earn that. So there's different ways of doing that. We're not going to go into the strategy of that today, but it does help to amplify your message and generate new leads because you are able to reach a larger audience and you are getting you're leveraging their audience, and they're really promoting your credibility because they're already credible. Okay. So that's number 3. Number 1, video marketing. Number 2, content marketing. Number 3, influencer marketing. Now, I don't do influencer marketing. Okay. But I know people that do, and it absolutely works. Okay. So it's just a lot of extra things that I just don't have time to do because there's a way to pitch the influencers, and there's, you're not going to just walk up and they're going to promote your brand because they have for every one of you, there's 50 more trying to get them to promote their brand. So there's a strategy behind it. And I've never taken the time to actually work that strategy because it does take a lot. It takes a lot of follow-up, takes a lot of getting to know people, following them, making sure they see you. It's a lot of work, but it works. Okay. So it may be worth it for you. Number 4, social media marketing. Another thing that I help people with, social media marketing. And here's the thing, guys, social media, it's not for selling. It's like content marketing is for nurturing the audience, building your brand, creating awareness and all of those things. That's what marketing is. Marketing is creating awareness, nurturing an audience, building them up for the buy. That's what marketing is. Marketing is not selling. They're actually 2 different functions, but marketing leads to sales. Okay. So when you are using social media marketing, you want to really get the word out about your business. So what's important on social is visibility and reach, which, as we all know, the social platforms have significantly decreased over the past few years. And I mean significantly. But there are still a lot of things that you can do to get the reach. It just takes a lot more time and effort on your part, but it may be worth it. Okay. So I've had people say to me that Facebook pages are dead. But here's the thing. I know Facebook pages that get a lot of reach, a lot of engagement, and it's working for them, but they work at it. Okay. So it's all a matter of what you are willing to do to get what it is that you want the result to be. And as I've stated over and over and over again, frequency and consistency are 2 things that most people don't do enough. Okay. So when you're posting once a week on your Facebook page and nobody buys from you and nobody sees it, well, of course not. You're only posting once a week. What do you expect? You're only reaching maybe 2% of your audience. So if you have 100 people, 2 people are going to see it. Actually, it's not necessarily true because when you have a smaller audience, you tend to actually get a higher percentage of people that see your posts. When you have a larger audience, like my audience, and I'm not saying mine is huge because it's not. I only have like 4,400 people on my Facebook page, but I only get sometimes 0.5% of my audience sees my post. I mean, really, Facebook? So I have to really work at it more than somebody that has maybe a lower, like I've seen people that have like 300 people on their page and like 150 people see it. Like, wow. Like 50% of their people are seeing it. I can't even imagine 2,200 people seeing my posts. Like that would be like a miracle. So, but yet people don't appreciate what they do have because they have small audiences. So they think, oh my gosh. But here's the thing, marketing and sales is all about numbers. So, if you are reaching 100 people, okay, if you reach 100 people, they actually see your stuff, okay? Only a small percentage, about 2.5%, are ready to buy, okay? And they may not buy from you. So you have to reach a significant number of people to get an actual sale from social media, okay? Sales is a numbers game. Marketing is awareness, okay? So when you're marketing, okay, they're looking at you to potentially buy, but to get them into that sales conversation, only 2 out of 100 are even going to want to do that. And then you're competing with whoever else is out there and they're looking at. So that's why the numbers sometimes don't seem like they're worthwhile. Sales has always been a numbers game. You ask any outside sales reps, they will tell you. They just go and they go and they go. They get used to the no's because the no's are more than the yeses, and that's just reality in sales. Okay, but marketing is getting the word out. Okay, and that's what social media does well. It does get the word out. You do have to work at it. You do have to be consistent, and you do need to engage with your audience. Okay, so all of that being said, all those things take time, and most people don't spend the time necessary to put out enough consistent and frequent content and engage with their audience regularly to build that know, like, and trust to the point that someone will buy. Okay, so these methods, all these organic methods work. You're doing most of them, but what's happening out there in the marketplace is that most people are underestimating what is actually necessary to get that sale. Okay, and I know I did for a long time, and the reason I did is probably the same reason that you do. And it's like, you don't want to feel salesy, you don't want to feel like you're selling all the time. I get that. I totally get that. But here's the thing. When you put a post out there where you're asking for a sale, okay, and only 2% of your audience sees it, okay, and you don't want to post again for another week because you don't want to sound salesy, you're biting your own hand off there, because only 2% of your audience is seeing it, and you're waiting a whole nother week to post something again to ask for that sale when you're potentially missing people every single day on social. You should be selling every single day. It may not look like selling sometimes, but you should be in some way selling every single day, whether it is asking people to jump on a call to get to know them, because when you get on those calls, you should not be selling. Don't take that the wrong way. You should not be selling when you get on those calls. You should be getting to know them. You should honor the reason you're getting on a call. When I say I'm getting on a coffee chat, I don't sell on a coffee chat. It is a coffee chat. It is designed to get to know someone. You never sell on a coffee chat. You keep your word, because when you keep your word, people respect you. When you don't keep your word and you go in for the kill, you're not going to be respected, and they'll never get on a call, and they'll tell their friends, okay, don't get on a call with her. She's just going to try to get in there and sell. Okay, so you have to go about it the right way, and most people don't. Okay, so this is what I help my clients with, to build that trust, to know how to go in there and talk to that and get the information that they need without selling, and have that other call in their pocket before they get off the first call. Okay, so that's some of the things that I help people. You share content with your followers, you engage them, you can promote your products and services, but when you're promoting, you have to create value first. So you can't just promote your products and services every day. You have to give them something. You have to provide value. You have to educate them. And education doesn't mean that you're necessarily selling, you're telling them how you help them. Education sometimes means that you are explaining to them why this is important for them, why hiring somebody like you could change their business or their life. Okay. Educating them is maybe educating them on why they need you. Okay. Not always what to do. So keep that in mind. So number 1, video marketing; 2, content marketing; 3, influencer marketing; 4, social media marketing. And I bet you guys are probably doing 2 or 3 of those already. Okay. So organic is not a mystery. Okay. It has more to do with frequency, consistency, and really knowing and understanding your audience, how you serve them, and what exactly they need from you. So number 5, number 5, this is the last one I have for you today. And this one is, oh, by the way, I do want to put this up there because I am helping my clients with all of these things in my new program, Accelerate Your Business Growth with AI. Okay. This program is designed to help you do the video marketing, content marketing, social media marketing, and SEO. I don't really deal with influencer marketing, but that is something that is working now. So I wanted to address it. But this program helps you with all of those things. So I help you to really get in there, get the people coming in the door. So I do want to put that out there. I still have this program right now is only $97 per month. So if you are watching this in April of 2023, because this will be going up, I do plan on increasing this. It's going to be actually doubling by the end of the month. Okay. It is well worth it. You get in front of me 9 times in an entire month. I help you grow your business. We're doing it. We're using AI in all of the things, but I'm showing you how to use it to really, really connect with your audience and really get the engagement that you're looking for. Okay. So the last thing that I wanted to talk about here is SEO. Okay, number 5 is SEO, search engine optimization. And you may think, poo-poo on it. And you may understand that it's necessary, but you may not understand exactly what it is and how to do it. I'm going to be the first one to tell you, you don't need to hire like some marketing team out there to do your SEO for you. You absolutely don't need to do that. I teach my clients organic SEO, on-page SEO. And when you consistently work with organic SEO on your pages, on-page SEO, with your blog posts, and this is where I want to come back to the blog posts. Blog posts are the number 1 way to increase your visibility through search engines. Okay. So if you do anything to help your business with search engine optimization, you should be blogging. Blogging creates extra pages on your website. So extra pages that Google can crawl for visibility for you. It also helps you to connect with potentially somebody that wasn't interested in the last blog post. Maybe they're interested in this topic. So it gives you credibility. It gives you a wider reach as far as SEO and search engines are concerned, because every single page on your blog is a new page on your website. Okay. And what that means is that it's new search terms. Okay. So if somebody was putting something in over here one day and they're not finding you because you didn't talk about it yet and you put it in, they're going to find you now. Okay. So every single page on your blog post, it's a new page on your website, new search terms, new ways for people to find you. Okay. So people always think of SEO as something that's kind of a mystery and hard. It's not hard. Okay. You just have to really think about what you're doing and be very intentional about what you're doing and when you're creating the blogs. Okay. So that's why the number one thing that I recommend for people to do when they want good SEO is to blog consistently. At least once a week is preferable, but many business owners can't do that. So maybe twice a month, at the very least once a month. Okay. What you want to focus on with blogging is you want to focus on being consistent with it. So whatever you choose, whether it's weekly, monthly, bi-weekly, whatever you choose, be consistent with it. Okay. Just like content marketing, you gotta be consistent. If you're putting one blog post up there every single month, what you're doing is you're telling Google that you're constantly creating new content. It's knowing to look for it. It's going out there. It's going to pick it up. Can take about 30 to 60 days. Sometimes it depends. You can index your page with Google. You can do that to help speed that process up, but it will pick it up eventually. So I wouldn't really worry too much about that. If you're blogging consistently, you are constantly adding those pages for Google to search and find and crawl and provide to other people. So that's the number one thing that I highly recommend. And I actually started my whole business based on blogging and on-page SEO. And I created quite a following just from doing that. So I am very well versed in that, and I can help you with that. And one of the things in my new program that we're doing is we are creating that content using the AI technology, but we're just tweaking it a little bit better with the AI. It's still your content. We're still going to be doing it from you. It has to always be from you. Okay. And let's see. You can also want to make sure that your website is optimized. So that means every page on your website should be optimized. You should have your web pages optimized to one word or long string word search per page. You should not have, say, 2 pages having the search term content marketing, because you're competing with yourself, if that makes sense, in the search engine. So you want to make sure that, you have different search terms for each page. So you're not competing with yourself and you're optimizing those pages. And the other thing is to, again, create the high quality content that your audience is going to need to trust you. Okay. And another thing people ask me about, they do ask me if I do backlinks. Here's the thing with backlinks, guys. You can pay somebody to go do backlinks for you, and they can go out there and crawl the internet and get backlinks for you. But I guarantee you that some of those backlinks are not going to be good backlinks. You are much better off making sure that your website is posted everywhere that you go. To create backlinks, you simply need to make sure that the link to your website is somewhere. So if you have it on Facebook, that's a backlink. You have it on LinkedIn, that's a backlink. Okay. If you go to somebody's blog, okay, if you go to somebody's blog and you leave a comment and there's space to put your website, put your website. That's a backlink. Okay. So you can create backlinks on your own. I would highly recommend you do it organically like that, because that's really what I teach is organic marketing. I don't believe in like going out there and paying for massive backlinks. I had a client one time who did that, and she ended up having bad backlinks that were preventing her website from actually getting seen because it was sending messages to Google that it wasn't good content, like it wasn't credible. So that can happen. That's why I don't suggest doing it. I suggest just doing it organically. Just make sure your website is linked everywhere you can. That's all. That's all it is. Okay. And optimizing your website to mobile devices. That's super important today, because most people, more than 50%, are actually going onto social media, reading their email on their phone. Now, I personally don't, because I work in the industry. It's just a lot harder to do on your phone when you're working, but a lot of people do. So you have to be conscientious of that. So let me go through those 5 strategies again. And guys, if you are not enrolled in accelerate your business growth with AI. I highly, highly recommend you looking at it. Okay. If you're not sure about it, hit me up in my inbox. Let's have a conversation. I can help you to grow your business organically. And this program is priced right for that, for you to jump in. It's a low barrier to entry. And I have it that way for a reason, because I want to help you to really grow your business and get it scaled this year in 2023. Don't pay attention to what is going on out there. You can do this no matter what is going on in the marketplace. Okay. You just have to take the right steps to get there. Okay. And I can help you leverage some of those things. And with the use of the AI that I'm teaching in my program, you'll be able to leverage these 5 things a little bit better. Okay. And that's what we're doing in the program. So, video marketing, content marketing, influencer marketing, social media marketing, and SEO. And in Accelerate Your Business Growth with AI, I help you with those things, except for influencer marketing. But if you have questions, we'll definitely look at it. It's just that I personally don't use that strategy, but it can be very lucrative if you want to. Okay. But yeah, so I really would love to have you in there. We have our next meeting. We are having a working session, and that is tomorrow at 10 a.m. Eastern time. And the working sessions, we get in there, we get it. We're actually doing the money making activities. Okay. That's what the working sessions are designed for. When I say business growth, we are looking at business growth. Okay. That whole program is designed to grow your business. So all of the activities that we're doing in there are designed to grow your business. That's what we're focusing on. So we are having a working session tomorrow where we are going in there. We are getting into conversations. We are working our database, and we are getting it done. Okay. So if you want to join, you can jump in tomorrow. I'm open for any questions in the working sessions, but the whole point in the working sessions is to have focused time to get it done. We do have a training next, I think it's Wednesday. I want to say Wednesday. There's one on a Tuesday and one on a Wednesday. I think next week's is Wednesday, and that is at 10 a.m. And those are, I'm showing you how to utilize the technology and the different aspects of your business in order to tweak it so that you can make it better, attract more clients, engage more clients, and get them into conversations and convert them. Okay. We're working on all those things. Okay. So that is what I have for you guys today. I hope you will join me in Accelerate Your Business Growth with AI, because we do work on all of these strategies in there, or the organic strategies, because that's specifically what I teach. Even though I love ads have a place, don't get me wrong, but I specifically do teach the organic side of it. And I'm adding the AI, we are seeing some phenomenal results. So I hope you will join me. Check it out. I will put the link below the video when I get off of here, but I hope to see you there. You have a fantastic day.